here. As we promised, this is our video of all the gardens, so I hope you're concentrating. You can judge the gardens, and we haven't got any radishes to show you, but we've got lots of other things to show you. So I hope you enjoy our little movie.
Good morning, Dad. It's Julie here. I'm just going to take you on a speedy tour of our garden. So we've got... Laurie usually sits there to do his essays actually, but he's not up yet. And here we have some really beautiful roses. I wish you could smell them because they smell absolutely exquisite. Some plants waiting to go in. No home to go to yet. Geraniums I think are coming up all right. A little bit of spinach down there. Oh, we put some new trees in. This one's doing really well. This one got caught in the frost sadly. But we think it's just about survived. Here's our wildflower patch. Alan's been scraping some bits out and putting some wildflower seeds down, so we're hoping for a nice display in a few weeks maybe. And on we go past the trampoline and the shed. I'll just pop you into the greenhouse because we've got quite a lot going on in there at the moment. Got some basil and lettuces and peppers. Echinacea, I think, and some delphiniums just starting up. What else have we got down there? Pak choy, chilies, blueberries, tomatoes, parsley, spinach, maybe some other things, I don't know. And then we've got all the raspberries. I think it might be a good crop, but it's been a bit dry and we probably haven't been watering enough. And then this is the shed Dad Alan and Laurie put in last year or the year before, and this is where we're laying the patio slabs I was telling you about. We got some left over from the patio at the back of the house, so yesterday we put these sleepers in, and today we're going to move all the type 1 from the front of the house down here and put it in, and then we're going to hire a whacker tomorrow and push that down and then bring the sand and then lay the tiles. So hopefully before the rain on Wednesday we might have done it. Some more spinach and beetroot and French beans. And down here we've got our slightly leaky pond, but we had a couple of frogs in it yesterday. And then I take you back down to the house. Got some nice irises and foxgloves. Not a lot happening actually. This bird box we only put up earlier in the spring, and we had we had one brood of blue tits in there. And this other bird box is the one where we have the camera in it. So we had 9 eggs laid this year and 6 fledged. The last one's fledged earlier on last week, about 5 days ago I think. Pizza oven, veg truck, just some more spinach and chives and herbs and things, and then there we are back at our very messy kitchen. So there you go. I hope you are having a lovely day. We'll speak soon. Bye.
Back. It's Elizabeth here. We're at the back of the house, and there are the geraniums. There are my other geraniums. They're doing very well this year. And then we have a new addition. This is a grapevine there that hopefully fairly soon will cover the pergola at the back. And now we're going to go down here. Do you remember the wood shed? It's rather nicely stacked wood. And our old table that we've had forever. And here through this little window that Peter made a while ago, you can see the hot tub. I think it was Christmas 2017 that you surprised everyone. You said you weren't going to come in with us, and you appeared in your underpants and climbed in, and then gave everyone a nice surprise when you decided to dive underwater. It was very, very funny. Now we go past the decking here. I cut the lawn yesterday. I cut all the lawn. So it's looking pretty okay. And here You won't be able to see them, Dad. The red cherries in a green tree. That's not your sort of look, is it? But there we have a lot of cherries this year. Now we're going to go over here to the pond. Not looking too bad. And then there, the terrace area where we often have breakfast. I'm going to swing you around now so you see the house, so you know where I am. There's the house. Okay. And now let's go, Gus. He's coming down with me. And there's the shed. And in that shed is the old white MG still. And here we have very good walnuts, I think, coming. And the Christmas tree. It's really huge now. Yeah. And down here, Gus's favourite. We're taking you. Come on, Gus. Oops. Let's go this way, Gus. We're hoping to find the cows. They were down here at the end. I could hear them a few minutes ago. But it may be milking time because it seems they've gone. Gus, where are the cows? Where are those cows? Dad, it's Elizabeth again. I missed something really important. This is the hot tub. Look here. You remember? This is the lobster pot that we took from the northeast when you were with us. Remember this? We took two, in fact, but this is one of them. And it lived at your house for quite a long time. Anyway, it's here by the hot tub, looking very happy now. Bye.
And here are the cows we were looking for, Bo. With their noisy bells.
Hello, Dad. So I'm looking for cows now, following on from Elizabeth. But for some reason, they're not in this field today. They usually are, but they're not in that one. I think they must have them somewhere else. So we have 2 outhouse doors, painted and rehung, new latches, new hinges. I think I did that last week sometime. Just going over here. Oh yes, the furniture, also a new acquisition. Over here, the rabbit. Rabbit, are you coming out? Let's have a look. Rabbit, not coming out, no. Hey, come here. Come and say hello. What's this? What's this? Hello, rabbit. Hello. Do you want this? Okay, we'll have that. There's rabbit. Hello, rabbit. Okay, we'll go back round. Remember that big green unit they created? Much to my upset. And then we'll go round to the front. I'm afraid there's not much to see other than neatly cut hedges. Again, I did that today. Oh look, you may remember this climbing frame, which we still have after 17 years, I think. TP. of course. Just travelling down this way. Again, nothing much to see. Picnic bench over in the corner. The apple tree. Coming this way. Cars. That tree, holly tree, was beautiful this winter with loads and loads of red berries on. Really, really nice. And round here, nothing much different, I don't think, but we have, stuck between the cars, just the front of the house here, with the benches, and again a cut hedge. I'm afraid I haven't got many plants to show you. So there we are, going back. Geraniums, but they're a bit dead. This area here was lovely last week. Lots of geraniums, peonies I think, but they're a bit wilted now. And back through here. Climbing frame again. Important feature of the garden when your children are 21 and 18. And back round to... So there you are. Exposed brick walls as well. I was quite excited about that. We did that this week too. And back to my wine and my work, ready for tomorrow. Bye.
Hi Grandpa.
Hi Derek.
We're just having our picnic here in Arundel. So this is Tom and Hannah, and then over there you've got Matt and Lucy, and here's Arlo. So here's our garden. We've not got a lot growing at the moment, but we've got these our wildflowers from our wedding. There's no flowers on them yet, but there will be soon. This plant has come up very nicely. We've got these nice yellow flowers here. And yesterday we went to the garden centre and we bought this nice lavender plant here. Smells nice.
Hi Grandpa, it's James.
And Hannah.
And we hope you're well. We're going to give you a quick tour of our garden to show you what we've been doing and how we've been spending the last few weeks. So, this is a quick panorama. It didn't look much like this about 4 months ago. There's been a fair bit of graft. I'll let Hannah give you a tour of the plants, because to me they're all plants.
Okay, so we have got some mint, some lavender and a hosta. And then we've just rigged up a new watering system because we were forgetting to remember to water the plants.
This is me working smarter, Grandpa. I'm responsible for outdoor plant watering, and I was remembering about 1 in 10 times. So now I don't need to remember. There's a little lesson from Andy Foz.
So this is the Acer. Here we've got Verbena bonaria. I don't know how to say that. Bonariaris? Something with purple flowers. We've got some really tall grasses. This guy is not doing so well. But if we take you to the other guy, this guy is doing really well. I can't remember what these guys are called either. Just lots of plants. We've got a festuca, which is growing some new little seeds. Lavender coming back from the dead, and another lavender hopefully coming back from the dead. Here we've got cordyline, a phormium, and some catnip. And then this here is our Christmas tree. So every year for Christmas we take it inside. He's now probably doubled in size from when we first bought him 2 years ago.
And he's got some new little buds, which will be the next little extension.
This is a gift from Andy Foskett.
We've got kale here, some lettuce, and something else.
Rocket.
Rocket, that's what that is.
The kale is doing really well. The other guys are struggling.
Still feeding us from afar.
And here we've got a tomato plant and a courgette plant.
Which is just flowering. So that will be a courgette in probably about 3 hours.
Hey buddy. Then we've got some more grasses, some lavender, an olive tree that's got some growth on it too. And then we've got a jasmine that we just planted at the weekend. And it smells really nice already. Hebe, heather, struggling a little bit. A green plant, sambuco tree that has some really nice pink flowers on it. Oh. We've got a euphorbia, some more hebe, a space we're not quite sure what we're going to put in there yet. And then we're on to our herb garden. So we've got some rosemary, oregano, purple sage, some chives, some thyme, and then this will be our log store when we get around to building it. So I think...
And then we've got some fruit trees. Up here we've got a big apple tree that produces more apples than we know what to do with, and it's already well underway. I can see more apples than I can count. Over here we've got a cherry tree which has been blossoming very well, bringing all the pigeons to come and poo on our garden. I can see the fruit starting to appear. We've got underneath the cherry tree is Otis's swing, which he is just about getting the hang of. Nice log store at the back, and our outdoor table, which we made out of some old concrete shuttering. With all the sun, it's just ever so slightly starting to sort of change shape, so we've got to keep an eye on it. And a fire pit where we spend the evenings. And yeah, that's the garden. So look forward to having you round here for a beer sometime soon. And we hope you're well, and we look forward to catching up with you soon. See ya!
Bye!
Welcome to our garden. Our tour guide today is Rose.
Let's start.
Here.
This is our garden. These are some herbs. We've got, some nice herbs there. We've got some beautiful planted pots.
That we do.
We've got some sweet peas that are growing.
Sweet peas.
Here is our vegetable patch. We've got some coriander, some spring onions that have not come through yet, some other bits and bobs, some salady things. We've got our decking with our, come see this, recently planted baby broccolis.
Courtesy of Dad.
And then this is going to be edible flowers and herbs when they grow eventually. This is our jasmine, which I love. And then on the garden, come on, take me. We have our garden, which is full of topsoil because we're planting grass. This is our raspberry cage. There, very good. These are all our baby plants growing up here. Oh, so my cosmos has just come out at the back.
which is very pretty. That one over there.
There's the cosmos.
And then these are other baby plants that will eventually grow big.
Foxglove.
Well done. What else have we got? This is one of our bulb patches.
Very good.
Should
go to the damson section?
Oh yeah, we can go to the damson section. These are good weeding.
It's a good weeding.
These are our 5 little baby damson trees.
Amongst weeds.
Amongst some weeds. This is our wildflower bit at the back with beautiful poppies.
Beautiful poppies. Beehive.
A beehive with no bees.
We had some bees yesterday.
This is one of our other vegetable patches. So we've got some potatoes over there. And then these are some, what do you call them, celeriacs. These are beans. There's some leeks in the corner around there. And then this is a squash and a courgette. And that's dog having a poo.
That's dog having a poo.
And then we've got the greenhouse, which haven't got very much in now because most things are planted out. And then this is our new border, which has lots of bulbs in and some catnip, which is that
somewhere.
One. No, you missed it.
There.
That one there. And then this is our last flowery border. Again, needs a bit of weeding, but we've got lots of foxgloves and these, whatever you call them, the ones with the soft leaves. Lots of aqualegia. Look at the cascading purple things. I really like those. They're cool.
Cascading purple things.
I don't know what they're called though. And that's it.
Hey Grandpa.
Hi Derek.
It's Matt and Lucy. Just thought we'd give you a little tour of the garden. Here's your best friend Arlo. Got our little herb garden. Only just been planted, so there's not much showing yet. Down the sheds. It's the trusty wheelbarrow that you got us. This is our decking area that we've been working on for a while. With the hot tub. We keep going down and we're waiting for our sunflowers to sprout at the end here. We've put them in and some lettuce, but there's nothing showing yet. Hope you're well. See you soon.
So it's 1st of June and this is the Gisborne garden. We'll do a little tour. 3 beds. These are the sprouts, beetroot, Swiss chard, carrots, purple sprouting broccoli, kale, which we're doing kale crisps every other night at the moment to use them. And this is the ericaceous section. We've got some blueberries and some raspberries. Raspberries are forming fruit, soon to be covered up. Plenty of potato plants on the ends. And then here we've got parsnips, more beetroot, some corn lettuce, rocket, nice with the salads, and then more beetroot, spinach, which has only been in a week. Down the middle we've got some dwarf French beans, and then we've got our peas. You can see we've got peas, and they've all flowered and now starting to pod. And lettuce, we've got so much lettuce. If anybody wants any lettuce, help. Just about keeping on top of it with family and friends. So that's bed number 2. Bed number 3. We've got some onions and spring onions, more beetroot, some leeks. These are the leeks I've only just put in. Carrots, and these are the leeks I've had on the go since February in the greenhouse. And then the runner beans making their way up the tower, flanked by some potatoes, which was probably not a good idea because they're going to go mad, but we can always pull them out. And then in this one, to stand back for this, these are the broad beans, which have just about finished flowering. And if you look closely, you can see we've got beans on the lower pods. More potatoes at the end. Pink gypsies, which hopefully will be after the earlies. And then here we've got some mange tout. Interestingly, they've not podded yet. And that's it for the beds. And then we go more potatoes, tomato plants. It's 4 plants outdoors and 3 in the greenhouse. And I'm just moving over here. Got kale and rocket in tubs, a courgette, and a load more peas, taking shoots from those, and they're just finishing off now. And we've got some butternut squash, which I'm going to let trail all over the grass, hopefully. Another courgette. You can see we've got flowers that are hopefully fertilised. This potato, which I'm going to crack open for you in a minute. And then the greenhouse. So, what we got in here. We've got some plants that I've just potted on from the little module trays. We've got some basil, coriander, spinach, peppers, peas, and then some flowers. Some linaria, which is just flowering actually. That should go in now really. And alyssum. And that is all that came up from a botanicals Christmas present. I think it's a cucumber. Over here I've created a complete bed for basil and coriander and the lone pepper. Here's some aubergines in pots. Those are my little seedlings. You can see I potted those out the other day into the small pots. Some broccoli, they'll go in hopefully when the potatoes are out. And then I'm getting swamped on the floor. This is monster courgette territory. You can see there's lots going on down here. Couple more aubergines in a big tub. This one was the original aubergines in a grow bag, which didn't do as well. And this is another squash. And then last but not least, 3 tomato plants, which are all flowering now, so hopefully won't be too long. And that is it. You see I've got the little wildlife camera out to check that nothing's coming and robbing me of my hard-earned work. Not that I could do anything about it, but just interesting. And then you've got to see my famous irrigation system. Had to have 2 timers because I didn't have enough water. So this one does the beds. If we just switch it on for a second, you can see all the nozzles. It does this at 7 in the morning and 7 at night. So I don't need to get my watering can out. Which has worked really well. So that's it. Hope you've enjoyed the tour of the garden. Give me a minute and I'll just crack open the tomato plant, the potato plant for you.
This is the second potato crop that Andy's about to tip out and see how much we've got. Remember, we had about £5 in the other lot. See, we're knocking into it really hard. Oh look, there's the first 2 potatoes appearing. Actually quite big potatoes. See all the other ones, look. Giant potatoes. Not exactly tiny little new potatoes, but they're very tasty. Excellent. It looks like at least another couple of kilograms of potatoes there then. Happy?
Yeah, it's good.
And one last person wants to say hi. This is Jerry is sitting on his garden chair in the sunshine, wishing you well.